I'm on BC ferries right now, heading over to the mainland, to Vancouver. Haven't been on mainland in a long time, and I'm quite curious to see how things have changed over there. So I've made it to the mainland. It's different over here. It's a little bit frightening, and I don't know what to do. Here in Stanley Park in Vancouver, this is very much like Victoria's Beacon Hill Park, kind of like New York City's Central Park. Stanley Park is absolutely amazing. You can walk around the whole park and it goes around the ocean front and everything. And then you go in and you see the big trees and stuff. So apparently this park is quite a bit bigger than I remember, and I actually have gotten a little bit lost here. I took a trail that I've never seen, and now I don't know where it's taking me. It just kind of took me to a dead end over there, but I hear traffic over there, so I think I'll be fine, hopefully. If this takes me around to somewhere, it should. But yeah, I guess Stanley Park is a little bit more dangerous than I expected. Nah, it should be fine. It opens up sort of over here, maybe. Does this even lead me anywhere? Oh man. I did find my way out of Stanley Park. It wasn't as difficult as I thought, but this is Lord Stanley, Governor General. He gave us a park and a cup for our sports teams. And yeah, so getting out of that park, I guess that was probably just part of a trail that just was blocked off. There was fencing all along some other area, probably COVID stuff. But yeah, the one thing I noticed when I was walking around the woods terrified and alone was there was trash pandas, but they didn't have anything as beautiful and majestic as the peacock in Victoria's Beacon Hill Park. So chalk one up for Victoria on that. I mean, trash pandas are awesome, but come on, peacocks. Meow. They kind of have a meow sound. Anyways. Now I'm in my hotel. I'm here visiting a very good friend of mine. I'm shooting a documentary for her. I'll give you more details about that in later vlogs when I'm actually doing it. But we decided to meet up in Vancouver because we both love this city so much. She used to live in this city, and a year ago I was actually supposed to move to Vancouver before I moved to Victoria. I'm still thinking about moving to Vancouver because Vancouver is the Hollywood North. It just makes sense that if you want in this industry that you come to one of the hubs in the world of the industry. But it's really expensive here, but it's absolutely beautiful. And I want to take you on a little tour of Vancouver and show you why I've been thinking of here. This view, it's absolutely amazing. Whoa! Isn't that insane? Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Oh, that's so good. Weird. That's why I have to be careful masturbating.
Yeah.
Huh? Playing a little game of spoon. Ripping right through this book going on. That's probably what I did sound like. Uh-oh. So I know on a nature channel this is probably going to be an unpopular opinion, but I love the city. I love the hustle and the bustle. I love the big skyscrapers and everything. And there's nature purists out there that will say that they hate it, but I get that. I totally understand, but I try to find the beauty in all of it, and these buildings are really cool. And my friend and I got talking about these buildings, and a lot of these are office buildings in the downtown Vancouver area. And with all this COVID stuff, it's going to be curious to see what happens with these buildings, because more and more people are working remotely, and these office buildings are probably very expensive to lease. So I'm just curious as to what's going to happen with these buildings once all these companies realize, wow, we can save a lot of overhead by having people work remotely. It's probably cheaper to still have people work remote than in these crazy expensive office buildings. So I was wondering maybe if they would change these into apartment buildings and just have people living in them and get the rent rates down a little more to give more people somewhere to live. But then there's also the businesses that are underneath these buildings that I'm not sure how they're going to survive. A lot of these businesses rely on the offices that are around them. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens to all of these businesses that are underneath the offices and the offices themselves. What's going to happen with people working remotely? Are these downtown businesses going to die? I assume a lot of them are going to probably die off, and it's going to be crazy for our economy. What better way to end your trip to Vancouver than by blowing it up? It's pretty amazing. Subscribe.